welcome in our NHL insider, Elliotte Friedman, right now. And Elliotte, speaking about both sides, it sounds like the NHLPA got on a conference call last night. What comes out of that, and where are we right now as far as the return to play goes?
Well, first of all, Jameson, how do I know the golf season is over? Because Darren Pang is in his studio.
Yeah.
That's how I know the
He got his
golf
flight
season
back
is
from
over.
Augusta on Sunday, and he was right here bright and early Monday morning.
I knew he had something up his sleeve.
Always.
I knew he had something up his sleeve.
Absolutely.
It's great to see you, Panger. It's great to see you. Look, yesterday was a tough day, and they had some proposals presented to them by Donald Fair, the executive director, that came from the National Hockey League, and they involved changing the deal that was signed in July or ratified in July. And basically what the league has asked for is an adjustment for both deferrals on salaries and the escrow levels during the deal. And the league feels that things have changed since even that deal was signed 4 years ago, and that the CBA is a 50-50 document. Revenues are split 50-50, and the way it is right now, it's not going to be 50-50, so how do you want to fix it? And the players look at it and they say, hey, we just signed a deal and now you want us to change it. So there's a lot of frustration. I think today everybody tried to go quiet. They said, the rhetoric got ratcheted up, the heat got ratcheted up. It was a rough day yesterday. Let's try to calm everything down. I firmly believe that we will play hockey this year. I think everybody realizes not playing is a total disaster, and we are going to play. But I think we got knocked off the train tracks a little bit yesterday. It's going to take a bit longer to sort this out. It may not happen by January 1st now, but I still think it's going to happen. It's just that it's suddenly a bit of a bigger challenge.
All right. We'll wait on more details from you as they continue to develop. Speaking of discussions, what are you hearing as far as contract discussions between the Columbus Blue Jackets and their big centerman, Pierre-Luc Dubois?
Well, I saw Jarmo Kekalainen's quote on NHL.com saying he's 100% confident that he's going to get Dubois signed for the start of training camp. And I believe that that's true. I think they will get him signed. I think there's a couple of things at play here. Columbus was worried about an offer sheet. I was actually surprised to hear that, because I thought I've been a guy who's been saying we're going to see more and more offer sheets because it's just harder to get your hands on good players, right? But I just thought this offseason, with the way things were with COVID and the changes in the economy, I would have been really surprised. And I think that fear has gone down for Columbus. But, the one thing, too, is I think Columbus is also working on some other things. I think they've tried to move Brandon Dubinsky's contract. He won't play again, unfortunately. I think they've also been a team that's looked at Mike Hoffman and Michael Granlund, if not both. And I wouldn't be surprised if one or at least one of those players is a Blue Jacket by the time the season starts. I think Columbus remains very interested. So I think they've got a few balls in the air. I'm sure they will get Dubois signed, but I think also they're moving several different pieces around at once.
As Penger said, we've had some heavy hitters on our show this week. Steve Yzerman, GM of the Red Wings, joined us yesterday, and one of the things he talked about, his excitement for watching the World Juniors this year based on some of the names that we may be seeing eligible to play in this year's tournament, just based on where we're at NHL season-wise. Tim Stützle, one of those names that we're going to see for Team Germany, just announced the other day. How likely is it that he'll be able to play in that tournament given the injury that he's coming off of?
Well, I heard, Jameson, that they were optimistic. And the other thing that really happens based on yesterday's negotiation news is I know that the World Junior teams were concerned that if the NHL did start January 1st, players like Stützle probably wouldn't be able to go because they'd be in training camp with their teams. Like, you don't think Ottawa would want him in their training camp if there's a chance we could play on January 1st. So what I think that, obviously his health is the number one thing. But if this does indeed move things back to, say, January 15th or January 20th, I think it increases the likelihood that not only Stützle, but some other players who are of World Junior age could end up going to this tournament too.
Interesting. All eyes on that for sure. Some competitive hockey, and that might be all we have to watch come that time of year. Elliotte Friedman, we know you're watching all things hockey at this point. Look forward to chatting with you down the road. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.